some of the questions from Chiang Mai would also be very welcome. And perhaps Jan could talk to us a little bit about Abhidhamma and connection with knowledge of realities as they appear right now.
I think that it's time for talking about what you'd like to understand, rather than thinking about the Dhamma from the very beginning, because I think that anytime and anywhere we can understand Dhamma, even right now. So it's not just start from chapter 1 and go on, just anything which appears now. Is there anything that you'd like to talk about?
My name is Pat. I would like to ask Ajahn Sujin that as I were Buddhism and I met my friends, my colleagues, and then they asked me that what is the Buddhism, why you believe in Buddha, how should I explain them to let them understand clearly and right thing of the Buddhism.
Yeah. What would you think would that is?
I think you could explain that to understand the teachings of the Buddha is to understand the unsatisfactoriness of life, of the transitoriness of everything, that nothing lasts, and that there's no self in that it's all arising and passing away.
No self and all passing away. All arising and passing away.
Yes, and all dukkha.
What about talking about truth instead of saying that it is Buddhism or any belief? Just talk about the truth of life, of this moment.
The truth that Ajahn saying is you mean the five senses? That's right. No.
Whatever is real now at this moment, should we talk about in order to have more understanding? Sujin, do you have any idea?
No, I think what I understand you to be asking and suggesting is that instead of just going to start talking about based on what we understand the Dhamma and start talking about the subject of Dhamma, we just find out what the other person is interested in studying, in understanding. So when we ask, like you ask, is there any question about anything? And then that sort of opens the door to discussing and then finding out about reality. So when someone asks me why I'm interested in the Dhamma, I would say because Dhamma is about what is real and what is not real, about the truth, about the way things are, and about what appears now in this moment.
I think that each word should be studied carefully in order to really understand it. For example, Dhamma is quite a word which nobody knows or really understand what it's meant, because you see that we can use the word Dhamma, but what is it in reality, in the absolute sense? What is Dhamma? Because you see that the Thai heard about Dhamma from childhood and every day, but do they really understand what Dhamma is? So that's not the teaching of the Buddha, because he taught about everything which appears now, which can be known as Dhamma. So before, I think that we should understand what Dhamma is. For example, may I ask, is seeing now Dhamma? Yes or no? Is seeing now Dhamma? Why? Why is it Dhamma?
It's real.
Because it's called Dhamma, or because of what? Not just because it's called Dhamma, but the reality which appears is conditioned, so it arises that it can appear now. It's so real, so true, but we have no understanding about this word at all as that which Buddha enlightened and taught about. Otherwise, there is seeing without any understanding, and there is the idea of I see because not knowing about it at all. So now we are talking about whatever appears now as it is, as no self,